Welcome everyone. Let's go ahead and get moving. So, marching in place. Good to see you. We're doing our fourth squat challenge. And today we are in the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. So I put together video clips from 3 different archaeological sites. And right now we are in Tulum. There's an archaeological site there. You can see a lot of the ruins. Yeah, it's busy. You can see a lot of people. What was really nice about these ruins was that it's on the coast, and the water there is just such a beautiful color. So let's go ahead and roll our shoulders while we're walking. So rolling them forward. Good job. And let's go backwards now. So yeah, this video is from, I want to say 2023 in November. Okay, good job. Shake it out. And we can also do some circles with our arms. Okay, let's take it backwards now. So yeah, Tulum's about an hour, 2 hours from Cancun. Good job, shake it out. Okay, we can do some side bends. So placing a hand on the hip, over with the opposite arm. Also tap the same arm as the same leg as the arm you're lifting up. Okay, I'm excited for you to see the water here. Going up at some point. Okay, good job. Let's go back to marching. I'll get a timer set up. So yeah, today we are doing squats every 2 minutes. You can do anywhere from 2 to 10, and if you've done this class before and 10 wasn't so bad, you could try 12 or even 15 if you want. I'm gonna do 10 today, but again, don't follow me if it's the first time or you want to do less. It's not a problem. Good job, moving. So yeah, another movement you can do instead of just marching, you could do a side step, 2 steps. Mix it up as you'd like. Okay, so let's get into our first set. So squatting in 3, 2, 1. Going at your own pace. Okay, that's my 10 there. And this is another place called Koba. So not on the shore. Yeah, it's a group of pyramids and structures. A lot of walking to get to the different sites. Keep it going. All right, set number 2. Let's do it. Go back to marching when you're ready. Yeah, good to have water on hand. Yeah, you used to, in the last like 10 years, be able to walk all the way up this pyramid, but when we went, you're not allowed, which is understandable. It's kind of neat to see these birds kind of hovering around the top. And now I see one, but there's a few. Set number 3, let's do it. Good job. But yeah, they also rent bikes to go between the different pyramids at this place in Koba. We just decided to walk. Okay, yeah, so this is Chichen Itza. which is one of the more famous sites. You may recognize this pyramid. One of the more famous Mayan pyramids. So this one, of course, you're also not allowed to climb on. Okay, let's go again. Squatting when you're ready. Sick, good job. Oh, good work. Might be wrong, but I think this is the Temple of Kukulkan. Might have to look it up. Oh, El Castillo. El Castillo is the name of that temple. They were saying that El Castillo is built on older pyramids. So underneath there's a structure that's a smaller pyramid. And yeah, in this direction, we're heading to like almost like a sports arena for the Mayans. And the closest I can think of is like basketball, but with your feet. Okay, let's go again. Good work. Yeah, I believe just on the other side of this wall is where they would play this sport that they had, where there's this little kind of nets, not quite nets, but holes on the side of the wall.
Let it go, let me be the one. Should I know that you want me now? Said me alive, but I don't know how. To get to you, can show me tonight. Show me tonight. Can you show me tonight? Can you show me tonight?
Okay, yeah, here's where they play the game. Oh, okay, now we're back to Tulum. So yeah, you can see the beach is just beautiful there and the water. pristine. Well, you can't access the beach that's right here, but this is part of Tulum National Park, and there is a beach, and it's just gorgeous. Yeah, so the game is called Polka Talk, and so you have to get a rubber ball through a stone hoop using your hips, knees, and thighs. So no hands. Almost like a mix of basketball and soccer. Sounds like. Hey, the losing team sometimes faced human sacrifice. All right. I don't know if this is a sport I would get into. Okay, let's go again. Good job. But yeah, Google is saying that the losing team might be sacrificed. But I remember, maybe wrong, but I remember hearing that occasionally the best player of the game ended up being the person that got sacrificed. So I don't remember who told me this when I was in Mexico, but it's just funny, you hear different things and it's hard to know what was true. I know if it was the best player, I don't think I'd be trying too hard. So yeah, lots of iguanas we noticed. Don't know if we'll see one in the video today. Okay, let's squat. So this is our 8th of 10 sets. Good work. In Tulum, where we are now, we stayed a little bit more in the town, which is not on the coast. And we stayed at this kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's like kind of eco lodge type place. So we stayed, I think, in a yurt. And they had a traditional indigenous, like basically like a sweat lodge ceremony. And my girlfriend was like, "Oh, do you want to do this?" And I was like, "Oh, it sounds fun." But I think it was like our first day. I was pretty tired. But I was like, "Okay, we can try it." Like, how long is it? She's like, "Oh, it's like an hour and a bit." And I don't recommend it, although I really liked it. It ended up being 3 hours, closer to 3 hours, maybe like 2.5. I don't know. But in let's say like a concrete igloo. So if you're claustrophobic, like if you don't like being in the dark with many other people, like a lot of reasons why people wouldn't like this. And it was very hot. And they just bring in these really big hot stones. Then they put water on it. They play music. It was really neat, but it was pretty intense. Okay, let's squat again here. Okay, good work. So like, yeah, I love a good sauna, but that was next level. I see, I just sped this up a little bit. You can see you had to do a lot of walking. So yeah, we just got one more set of squats. Then we'll cool it down. Hey, yeah, last set here, let's do it. Yeah, definitely. I definitely feel it more going to 10 squats from 5. Or listening to a podcast and they were saying that 10 squats every hour was more effective at lowering blood sugar than a 30-minute walk. And I thought, oh, that's neat. I have to look that study up though to confirm. Yeah, I wanted to show a cenote, which is like basically cave that's carved out in limestone. So it kind of creates these pools of water. And there's hundreds, if not thousands, in the Yucatan region. And a lot of them are actually interconnected through tunnels. And the Mayans considered them sacred. So I don't know if I get a great view in this video, but this one, yeah, you can't go in it and you wouldn't want to swim. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of greenish, but some of them, we went swimming in a few and it's just very clear water. Some were like underground. There was one we went to that was in the middle of the city, which was really neat. Good work, folks. Let's keep it going for another few minutes and then we'll do some stretches. So I've heard people speculate that there's cenotes under some of these pyramids, and that's why they were built. The Mayans thought it was these cenotes were a passage to the afterlife. So let's stretch out our hips. So I'll just turn to the side so you can see, but one leg forward, one leg back. Pushing your hips forward, keeping your torso upright. And yeah, the taxi driver that drove us here, we spent a lot of time with him because it was like a couple-hour drive. Switch sides. He was of Mayan descent. He didn't speak a lot of English, and we were trying to use Google Translate, so we didn't speak a lot. But it was interesting to hear just like about, I think he still cooked a lot of like traditional Mayan dishes. Okay, good job. Let's do our shoulders. So one arm across here, and pulling over. Switch sides. And yeah, I think there's only a minute or two left in the video. And then at the end, I added a clip of some type of wild bird that I thought was friendly, but turned out not to be so friendly. So you'll see that clip at the end. All right, so I would say repeat the hip flexor stretch unless you can safely do a quadricep stretch. So that's where you're holding your leg up, but you're doing that safely, maybe holding on to a chair or a table or the wall. Okay, so we're making sure not to torque our knee. If that's too much, just do the hip flexor stretch. Okay, yeah, here's the bird. I'm like, oh yeah, it's interested in me, it's kind of curious. But no, it's like, get out of my space. So now it's kind of approaching me. I'm like, okay, I'm backing away. And it's following me. Oh, and there you go. It flapped its wings right at me. Okay. Yeah, great job today, folks. Thanks for joining, and hope to see you at the next one.